I basically haven't really been listening to any new music. Kathleen's been listening to a lot of King Giz because they released 3 albums last month.
I know, it was very generous of them. Let's go around the circle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's start with Jordan or
okay.
somebody.
Great, I'll go. Let's see, I've been listening to the newest Secret album a whole lot because it's got several bops. I am a big fan. I've been going back through Church's Screen Violence again several times on repeat because I got to see them live a few months ago, and that was wild, and it was such a good show that is constantly playing on repeat. Fell into a slight city pop hole. I don't know any of the names, but I just have it going on repeat. And also Bring Me the Horizon. The release that they did during the pandemic. They had some very good featuring tracks with other artists that were a little bit outside the norms. Kingslayer with Baby Metal was a wild track, and it's so good. And that's been on a repeat.
There was one track that we've both been listening to a lot.
Unholy?
Yeah.
The new Sam Smith song with Kim Petras, Unholy, is
so good.
so good.
I expressed this to you off camera, but I had to look this up.
Yeah.
That in the I believe in the context of the song, that the Body Shop is a known Los Angeles nightclub, and not, as it is locally here and in England, a bath stuff store, right? And it's like where you go to buy fancy soaps and lotions and things. And
I had this exact conversation with my partner.
Yeah, the first time I heard the song, I was like, why in the context of this are they concerned that someone's going to the Body Shop? I don't get it.
I mean, I have no idea what's in Los Angeles. I just took it as a euphemism for the strip club.
I thought so too, but I was like, but why, surely you could come up with something else that's not also the name of a notable chain store. But
in the music video, there is a fake auto body shop that is the front for a club of queer carnal delights.
That also sounds fun.
Music video, not necessarily safe for bus.
No, almost definitely not.
But it's great.
Cool.
Hiroko Moriguchi just recently put out her 3rd and final album of Gundam covers, and it is got some bangers in there of jazz covers of Silent Voice and Zeta no Tokyo Koete, and it's been my jam for the past couple months.
Neat.
Also, the new OP from Witch from Mercury
Oh,
is
it
a banger.
slaps.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Kathleen?
So I could talk about King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, but they don't need any more advertising, really. So I want to say, if you guys haven't listened to the Sudan Archives album, Natural Brown Prom Queen, it's very good. It's just breezy R&B, and all of the lead singles are just complete, amazingly just fun to listen to, classic sounding good bops.
Yeah.
Look up the song Homemaker by Sudan Archives, and you will be blown away by how wonderful it is.
Sweet.
So that is my pick for an album that everybody will enjoy. Everyone will enjoy this album. It's just fun and good.
Nice.
Mike is hitting your zipper.
No, apologies.
Andrew?
To the surprise of nobody, I've mostly been listening to hyperpop.
What?
And to the surprise of some, despite the fact that both Taylor and Carly have dropped new albums, I have not managed a full listen of either.
Legitimate what?
Yeah, I've been busy doing this thing.
What? Yeah, all right.
So, over in the hyperpop realm, it's a lot less albums and a lot more singles and EPs. Gabby Start had a really good EP earlier this year and has continued to release good singles, like Welcome to the Plant Cell Bath.
I just
Direct
remembered
response, or are you going to come back in?
Come back in. I just remembered something.
Hyde just released their debut album on the PC Music label a couple of days ago, and the single So Clear is really good. Wave Dash, one of my bands that I was a big fan of last year, released a new single called Satin Cash Part 2.
There's a band called Wave Dash.
Yeah. Their album is called World Famous Tour. I will actually be wearing the Satin Cash Part 2 t-shirt later on this run.
Nice.
Yep. But like, yeah, like Eliotto, Aldrich. I've been listening to Tony Velour's album a lot. Liu, who is a lot of these people in hyperpop are like quite young in some ways. Like I saw Glaive recently, and it was my first all ages show in a long time because Glaive is 17. But Glaive also released my album of the year last year, so like big ups. And started making music during the pandemic.
Oh, that's impressive.
Wow.
Yeah, completely blown away.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's a decent amount of what I've been listening to, I would say. And then other than that, I've just been going back to other favorite albums from genres. The Great Cold for kind of black metal, and if I'm looking for something kind of more ambient, Four Swords, which I think we've talked about before, but it's been a while. How about you, Graham?
But honestly, the newest music I've been listening to is tangentially King Gizzard, and I've been really enjoying it. Honestly, Changes is a great album.
You know who else really likes all of the King Gizzard albums that have come out this year?
Our daughter.
Our daughter.
That's good stuff.
Legitimately, I try not to force. Actually, that's a complete lie. I force lots of stuff on her because I try to show her lots of different kinds of music. I went through a phase where I was like, let's listen to classical music, and that went over like meh. And then we tried but she likes King Gizzard legitimately.
She's going to play Frederick. It's a good way of getting into classical music.
Who wants to know who won that giveaway?
I want to know.
Great. Let's do that.
I would like to be told.
This was the winner of the Take This, Take All of This thingy.
It's
Kitty! Congratulations!
Congratulations.
And that raised $2,645.
Nice.
Nice.
Don't
Thank
forget
you.
to confirm your address in your donor account.
Yep.
Yeah.
Congrats, Shallow Kitty.
We do have one more giveaway before the end of the run, but we don't need to start it immediately.
Yeah.
End of the shift.
End of the shift, yeah.
Oh,
End of
God.
our run this evening. Oh,
Yeah.
Lord almighty.
I did want to mention one more piece of music, but go ahead.
Mine is also a piece of music thing, so you go first.
It was October 31st, and they dropped out of nowhere. The Canadian band Tupperware Remix Party did a cover of The Eve of War from Jeff Wayne's musical War of the Worlds.
That's very random, and I love it.
I can't. It was like laser targeted directly
Yeah,
at Corey and
yeah.
myself, and
Oh, and Ben looks excited about it too.
fingers
Yeah.
are crossed that they are going to do the rest of that
Yeah.
album because that'd be so rad.
Did,
I think he
did
was giving the smug look in particular at me, because
I think me and you.
both of
Yeah.
us, because Ben is strongly in favor of Tupperware Remix Party for
and
certain music-related
He's
things.
correct.
See.
He's correct.
do you know the first time I heard about Tupperware Remix Party, or TWRP,
I bet
as
I
they
know.
are forced to be called for legal reasons?
Yeah.
Is it from Strip Search?
Yeah, Abby Howard's a big fan. She
No
saw
way.
them,
Yeah.
she saw them when she was like living and like going to university in Canada at McGill, I think she was at. I don't really remember. But after Strip Search was over, she was like, we were just like having a chat because we both liked music, and she was like, this band. I was like, wow, I've never heard of them. I will check them out. And then I don't remember if I did or not, because I think I edited Strip Search and got very tired.
Yes.
But they're very fun.
Cool.
They have
Nice.
great music videos too.
Ooh, I'll have to check that out. And my just very last thing was, because I mumbled, I saw a couple people in chat didn't catch it. That artist that I mentioned was Glaive, named after the weapon from Dark Souls 3. And the album is All Dogs Go to Heaven. Yes, Graham, you have a question.
Dark Souls 3 did not invent the glaive.
Thank you.
To a 17-year-old, it probably did.
That would have been when
Okay.
I first heard the term.
Cool. Just
Yeah.
checking. Just checking.
That is where the name came from for him.
Nice. Neat.
Yeah.
No,
But
that's
yeah,
super
no,
cool.
I'm familiar with Glaive going way, way back.
Cool.
Two that I forgot to mention. We briefly brought up earlier. The new Girls' Generation album slaps.
Yeah.
It's
I've only
very
heard
good.
this. I've only heard the single, but it's very good.
The single, like Forever One, is very good, but there are many other songs on that album that are very good. Villain in particular is awesome.
Yeah.
And then the new Tuvlo album. I have not listened to
Oh,
all
yes,
of it,
but the single.
But what I've heard from Dirt Femme is very
Yeah.
good.
She released a song earlier this year that interpolated popcorn.
Yes.
Yes, and it's a
that
banger.
one's,
It's very fun.
Nice.
To Die For.
Yeah.
Reinterpreted is very good.
Is it in the Random Dance Party playlist this year?
I don't think we could get a real cut for it because
which
of
one?
where it comes in. There is new
One of the Tovlo tracks is in
Yes,
there.
but not that one.
Okay, yeah.
Because I tried to get a cut for it, and the popcorn sampling doesn't come in at a good time to really get a good amount going.
Got
We're
it.
talking about the Tovlo one. It's No One Dies from Love.
Yeah, that's the one
that's the
that
one
we
that's
did
in.
add. Spoilers, but it's a banger.
Spoilers. Yep.
I think that's everything that I've been listening to that's worth
Because
mentioning.
it's part of my like yearly 100 songs I throw at the dance party and see what
Yeah.
sticks.
Yeah, we did the numbers. I'm not going to say the actual numbers, but just the current composition of the dance party is literally 50%, Ben. Literally 50%.
Yeah, actually, it is by the numbers.
Exactly
Yeah,
50%.
It's half. So we need to power up and overpower them.
I have substantially less.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
Fight.
I have one, but you.
apparently, because she is Swedish, it's Tuvelu is how
Oh,
you're
yeah.
supposed to pronounce her name.
Yeah.
People in chat
Tuvelu,
were saying as well. So
Thank you.
and-
I assumed that I was saying it wrong.
So
but
She puts on an incredible live
this
show.
is I read it on like Stereo Gum.
But like I've in like for example the music video
It's just
for No One Dies
Tove.
from Love, she literally she says, "Hi, I'm Tove."
Really?
She
Yeah.
says it.
Oh, yeah,
so
she
you can
does.
tell me how to pronounce it however,
Yeah.
but she
Yeah, she
literally
says Tove.
pronounces her name that way.
But I've seen another video where she's like in a fake interview on a couch with a puppet, and she's like, "No, it's Tuve Love," and she's like, and so I think
Maybe
it's a
she's
fake-
messing with everybody.
I think she is. I
Yeah.
think that she totally is.
Yeah.
And now I'm checking my sources.
Yep.